Hi members, coming to you with our first video of the year for 2017, and of course we're going to start off with some conversations about our new bunkers. So I'm going to give you kind of the next couple weeks worth. We're going to talk about bunkers, greenside bunkers, fairway bunkers, some of the changes that you'll see with the new sand, and also just a couple of things that we can do to help us make sure that we maintain the bunkers as well as possible as we continue throughout the years here. So first thing is to just talk about when we enter the bunkers. A lot of the times we'll leave the rakes here in an area where we can see where we want somebody to enter the bunker. The idea when you go into a sand trap, no matter where your ball is, you want to try to find the lowest point possible and walk in. So if my ball's right here, I'm going to walk in right here, where when I walk in, I'm not going to see a ton of sand fall down and ruin kind of the side of that bunker. We wouldn't want to enter from the green side of this bunker. This is the bunker right by hole number 9. So if I were up on the top of that, my ball was just there, I'd want to walk all the way around, come in on this low side. That really will help us out with making sure that the sand stays consistent as we go throughout, so that it's about the same depth as it is in the middle, on the sides, all of that stays the same so that we can get that. Now as we go into hitting out of this new sand, for these next couple months, you'll see that it feels maybe a little bit more heavy than some of our sand in the past. What the biggest benefit we're going to get is going to be that we're going to have consistent sand all the way throughout. So once we get comfortable with the swing out of the bunker, it's going to work all the way through. This would be a good time probably to consider what wedge you're using out of the bunker. I have two 56-degree sand wedges here. One has 10 degrees of bounce and one has 12 degrees of bounce. For me, when I am out of the bunkers, I like the one with more bounce. Allows me to open that club face and really swing aggressive down into the sand and know that that sand is going to bounce my club back out, okay? But that's going to be a little different for every player depending on how aggressively you go down into the swing and how steep you are into the swing. So we'll get into a bunker shot here and just talk a quick bit about the technique that I use to try to get this shot up and out of the bunker here and onto the green. So first thing is I'm going to choke up just a touch on the club, generally about ½ an inch, okay? And I will really open that club face. One of the things I see most common is players not open the club face enough, and they end up using that leading edge, and the leading edge gets them stuck in the sand. So we really want to open that club face up a lot so that that bottom of the club is on the sand, okay? It's going to be what's hitting the sand, okay? So I'm going to open my stance, where I'm going to aim my body is out to the left. My club is going to be aimed pretty much right at the target, which is open to my stance, okay? I'm going to keep that ball in the front to middle to front of my stance. We don't want to get that ball way back here because it makes it difficult to hit behind it a little bit, okay? I'm trying to hit about 1 inch behind that ball. I'm going to focus on that. Take a big, long, smooth swing. We don't want short and try to chop it out. We want a big, long, smooth swing. Think about Phil Mickelson when you're hitting out of the bunkers here. So big, long, smooth swing, and swing all the way down and through that sand. Get that ball to pop out, the ball's going to release a little bit, okay? So two things, make sure we're entering the sand at the right spot. Probably a good time to look at which bounce you're using out of the sand. And then most important thing to me when we're swinging in the sand is think long and smooth swing out of the bunkers.